So you've got a character. You know their name, maybe their job, maybe even what they order at their favorite coffee shop. But do you know what they want, what's stopping them, and why it matters? Because these three pieces, goal, motivation, and conflict, or GMC from here on out, are the foundation of every great story. Without them, you don't have plot. You just have people doing things. Think about Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher. His goal? Survive the continent's dangerous world while fulfilling his contracts as a monster hunter. His motivation? To find his place in a world that views him as a mutant outsider and to protect the people he cares about, especially Ciri. His conflict? He's torn between neutrality and moral responsibility, struggling against prejudice, destiny, and his own emotions. That's GMC, and that's what makes stories compelling. Hi, I'm C. Sloan Lewis, your virtual writing coach, and my goal is to help you not just improve your writing, but to support you as a writer. Well, welcome to my channel. Also, this is Freya. Hello! Let's start with the goal. This is the what. What does your character actively want to achieve in the story? Goals are external and tangible, things that can be seen, measured, or lost. It might be winning a championship, bringing down a corrupt system, finding a lost family member, or clearing their name. The clearer the goal, the clearer your reader's sense of direction. If your character doesn't have a goal, your story will feel like it's wandering, because we don't know what they're chasing. And the goal doesn't have to be epic to matter. Sometimes it's as simple as make it through the day without falling apart. If it means something to the character, it'll mean something to us. Next comes the motivation. This is the why. Why does the goal matter so much to your character that they're willing to risk, sacrifice, or change for it? Motivation is emotional. It's the engine driving everything they do. For example, in Barbie, Barbie's goal is to fix her malfunction and return to her perfect life. But her motivation evolves as she realizes she wants purpose beyond perfection. In Encanto, Maribel's goal is to save the magic, but her motivation is to finally feel like she belongs in her extraordinary family. In Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Miles' goal is to save people and do the right thing. His motivation is his need to prove that he belongs as Spider-Man. Motivation connects your reader to your character's heart, because while not everyone's saving a multiverse or a magical house, we've all wanted to belong, to be seen, or to prove ourselves. Now let's talk about conflict. The what's in the way. Conflict can be external, such as villains, rivals, disasters, or societal pressures. Or it can be external, like fear, guilt, insecurity, or self-doubt. Most strong stories use both. In The Last of Us, Ellie's external conflict is surviving a world full of infected and violent people. Her internal conflict, learning to trust and love Joel, knowing she's lost everyone else she's cared about. The external conflict gives the story stakes. The internal conflict gives it emotional weight. And when the two collide, that's where growth happens. Your character's external challenges push them to change. Their internal ones determine whether they actually do. When you combine goal, motivation, and conflict, you get a full, believable character arc. The goal gives the story momentum, the motivation gives it meaning, and the conflict gives it depth. Let's look at my favorite example, Katniss Everdeen. Goal, survive the games. Motivation, protect her sister and maintain her humanity. Conflict, a system built to destroy both. Every decision she makes ties back to these 3 points, and that's why her story resonates. Now, a few pitfalls to watch out for. Vague goals, find happiness or make a difference, are too broad. Get specific, find goals that can actually be achieved. Inconsistent motivation. If their why keeps changing, readers stop believing them. But that's not to say that the motivation can't morph or grow, it just can't switch to something different out of nowhere. Weak conflict. If obstacles are too easy, there's no tension and no transformation. If the character can just whiz through the conflict, up the challenge rating on that one. Readers want, nay, need, to see characters struggle. And remember, strong stories connect these pieces so each part fuels the next. The goal reveals the motivation strengthens the conflict, and the conflict forces growth. So let's put this into practice. Write one sentence that captures your character's GMC. Name wants goal because motivation, but conflict stands in their way. Here's an example. Riley wants to make the varsity soccer team because she believes it'll prove she's more than the quiet girl in the back of the class. But her fear of failure and her overprotective mom threatens to hold her back. That one sentence gives you everything you need to start: a direction, a reason, and something to fight against. If you end up trying this exercise, share your GMC sentence in the comments below. I'd love to see what your characters are chasing. Remember, your characters don't need to be perfect. They just need to want something, care about it deeply, and struggle to get it. That's what makes them human. That's what makes your readers root for them. But that's all for me today. You've got some writing to do, so go give your characters something worth fighting for. And I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta.